Okay, they're already unlocked. What's that? We don't really need pitchforks. We need shovels. No, we're going to use the finished compost. So we'll get some spaded shovels and maybe some hand trowels and these hoes. Let's do a couple long handle, a couple short handle. Hey, will one of you grab these tools? They didn't hear me. I'm gonna take a couple of these and a couple of these. This should do it. We're gonna grab, I have some bulbs. I put those bulbs here somewhere. I didn't know there would be video today. That's cool.
I didn't know either, but my
good. Everything that worked out well? Alright, good. So, once you've got some tools and you're feeling good about it, let's take a little walk over here. Okay? Grab these 2 shovels.
More chestnuts, lit.
We're gonna come back and get a couple little carts, a couple more carts from right there. Okay, these are our rat-proof compost bins. We've been composting our food waste for a while. We're gonna put these down here on the side. For now, I'm going to take the lid off that. You can put that down right up here if you'd like to. Oh, I was wondering what we were talking about, the chestnuts. So this is a little tricky to open sometimes. Well, this is finished compost.
Okay. How long does it take?
So we're going to use it. We're not going to sift it. We're going to keep the mulch in it. So we'll pull this wheelbarrow, put it right up to the side here.
Can we tilt it?
Yeah, we can tilt it up a little bit like that. And we're just going to get a lot of this stuff in here. I'm going to go ahead. Sometimes I can get these out of our way.
You're gonna fill it up?
And they're gonna be some little trash because some of the trash got into the food scraps. Yeah. If you see any, you can just take it out, and I'll grab something to put trash in. Or we can use this bag for now. And throw trash in there.
All right, thank you.
And we're gonna fill this up with this really chunky finished compost, and we're going to use it as a rich mulch to enrich our beds.
Oh,
and we can back it up and use the shovel if we want to. It's probably easier now just to use a shovel. I'll turn this to the side so we can get in both sides with the shovel. I'll hand it to you. And I can get in there and do the work. Whenever you guys or you ladies are feeling like you've had enough, just let me know and I will gladly jump in. We have lots of trees here at the ranch. Did y'all see some nice ones this morning?
Yeah, excited about the pawpaws.
Yeah, it's pretty light. We can put more in there. Yeah, so maybe we can go take this first load up to the pawpaws. I will mention that under the pawpaws are stinging nettle.
Okay.
Got it.
Has everybody dealt with stinging nettle before? It can cause, it stings.
Yeah.
And some people really love the benefits of getting stung by stinging nettle. It increases blood circulation, but it doesn't feel great. It can cause a contact dermatitis, so it looks like a rash. It might even itch. It's going to go away in the next hour, unless you have a specific allergy to stinging nettle. Anybody here have allergies to nettle? Okay. If you don't have, nobody has sleeves on. If you don't want to get stung by nettle, you might want to stay away from the pawpaws a little bit. But
Let's bring our shovel though, right? That'll give us some good.
yeah, you can bring some shovel. We don't want to get rid of the stinging nettle. They're great for tea and medicinal stuff like that. So we're gonna bring this. Let's bring our crocus bulbs. I have a lot of daffodil bulbs right over there too. We're gonna bring, and we'll go ahead and get started. And I guess we'll just work together. It makes sense to work together. But I might go ahead and throw some of these in that tray. So we have some daffodil bulbs. They're much larger than the crocus, so they're pretty easy to tell the difference. And the daffodil bulbs came from the New York Restoration Project, and they have the daffodil project. Oh no, I'm sorry. Partnership for Parks has a daffodil project, which is we plant daffodils to memorialize the victims of 9/11. And we don't theorize about who done it. And then we got the crocus bulbs from Partnership for Parks and Nature Conservancy, who are kind of like neighbors of the Forest for All NYC coalition. Have y'all heard of Forest for All? What do you know about Forest for All?
I know we're trying to 30% canopy.
Okay. So, what I want to do with all of our trees that we're going to take care of today is just, if you put your hand on the tree, basically where your foot is, if you made a circle about that width around the tree, we want to clear out any weeds that's growing there and cultivate the soil, remove any trash. There's really 5 steps of street tree here, which is what I do all the time. This is not a street tree. This is a tree planted in a community garden. Street trees live in those rectangles on the sidewalk. But what we have a 5-step street tree care process. So first we remove trash, and we'll remove weeds. We got to be careful. Like, does anyone know what this little white purple flower is?
Aster.
Yeah, this is a native flower. It's an aster. I don't know if that's a Pennsylvania or New York aster, to be honest with you, but it's native. The bees love it. It's a late season food for the bees. We want to keep those. That's not a weed. So we're going to leave that there. There's also, anybody know what this is?
Negative.
Look what it's next to.
So the pawpaw? Is that baby?
This is a baby pawpaw. So pawpaws grow from suckers and they make pawpaw patches. If you let too many of the suckers grow, it saps all the energy and they don't produce any fruit. So we're going to go ahead and remove suckers that are basically 1.5 to 2 foot diameter around the base of the tree. And we can use that, we use our hoe to do that. We can use a sharp digging spade, or we can use a little hand tool if we had something. But we want to cut it down kind of a little bit below, so we can have a nice clean cut below the soil.
And you don't pull it? You don't pull it?
You could. I don't think you'll be able to pull it. It's really attached to the roots down there. It's not.
Okay.
It's not like a little baby.
Okay.
It might be that one of these fruits fell and the seed germinated. But usually, if they're really right around like this,
It's part of the tree.
part of the sucker. So we want to remove all of these. We want to cut them off clean. I might go get some pruners to do that actually.
Will it die off or will it just keep coming back since we're not getting to the roots?
Well, they'll keep coming back. Pawpaws grow from the roots. They make patches. This is just what they do. We want to keep it minimal, and so that there's not any other big trees coming up, and this doesn't become a multiple trunk tree, a multiple stem tree. We want a single stem, a single trunk coming up, big healthy canopy, so it can produce fruit. So we're basically going to be cleaning 1.5 to 2 feet around. We're going to aerate the soil using our tools. We don't have to go too deep. Obviously, the roots down here, we want to be careful not to damage the roots. We're going to come across some, but just be careful not to hurt the big ones especially. And once we get it all aerated, the trash removed, the weeds removed, soil cultivated and aerated, we're going to add a nice healthy layer of the wood chip compost. And we're going to make a ring around it. It's okay if you dump it on and it's all over the place, but we're going to pull it back about the width of our hand from the base of the tree, and we'll have a ring kind of piled up around. And that's going to suppress weeds, it's going to keep the soil moist and cool, it's going to encourage soil life, the living soil food web, down below that mulch, which is how plants get all their nutrients, because they don't have digestive systems. We have internal ones, fungi have external ones. Plants rely on the fungi and the bacteria to digest the leaves and the fallen fruit and the dead animals and whatever else is on the ground to make a humic layer. Or humans make compost and apply it, and then the nutrients from that compost are delivered by the living soil food web. So, yeah, we have 2 pawpaw trees here today, right here, that we can work on, and then we can work on any other trees. We can make our way that way, or we can jump out towards the sidewalk and work on street trees. However, if anybody has any particular trees that you saw that you wanted to give some love to, please feel free to do that. So we got a couple hours, or about an hour and a half to do this before I have to run to another street tree care event in a little bit further in Astoria. Y'all feeling it? Mm-hmm. All right. Yes. The trees, and I'm going to give people an opportunity to do a little tree care as well. But the focus will be on communing with the trees and being one with nature, as we are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to bury those about 2 inches. Yeah, I would use my hands, not just to be careful with the, yeah, about that thick or that far away, and just being careful with the metal tools at the base of the trunk. We don't want to scratch up the bark. Mm-hmm. And we can fill that back up again. We're going to find some more trees to work on. Oh, there's shovels over there.
Yeah, you can leave that hoe here for us too. We're gonna work on this tree over here too. That's good. I'll grab it. Thank you. Oh, but these are daffodils. I like.
Get these out of here. Oh, I'm sorry.
I put one here, here, and here.
Okay, you want it like
Yeah, you can go out to the outside. Yeah, I kind of like along this edge would be nice. But you can also go around and then.
You want it just covered in dirt or then covered in oops?
No worries.
It doesn't matter. This dirt's fine.
Yeah, we really just have like here and then on the other side of the
Over here?
yeah,
How far apart do you want them planted? Because I've been doing
they
like...
can be really close.
Oh.
It's fine.
When do they give these out? Is the
Um,
program over for the season?
Yeah, well, you have to sign up for the free daffodils from the Partnership for Parks like early summer, and then they give them out late summer, and we have to get them in the ground before the first frost. Yeah, so I do this, I designed and we installed tree guards.
Oh, cool. Those are a pain in the butt, right? Because of the permits?
No, the permits are pretty easy. Well, I designed it so that it conforms with parks requirements. So they approved them pretty quickly because they see a lot of my design now.
Oh, that's nice.
And
You
they
just, like, sign it.
know
You
what
guys
they
know
are. Well, they have to go out and look at the
Oh, really?
location that is being.
Like the Guinness book? So they have to see it for themselves?
Yeah, they have to make sure that it makes sense, you know.
Keep digging this one up.
What material are you making them out of, Gil?
We have shorty U-channel posts, like the signposts, that get buried about 2 feet in the ground and they stick about 2 feet out of the ground. And then we attach 2x8 pressure treated lumber into those.
Is this with big reuse?
Big reuse, yep. And we also have started planting street trees.
Nice. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I work at the Office of Energy and Sustainability.
Oh, I just dug one up.
Yeah, sorry.
The mayor's office? Or
no, it's for
NYSERDA?
public schools.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we're trying to get,
Okay, I think we've got this area.
yeah,
that one's pretty
pretty
from
well
here over
saturated.
is good, so we probably do one more right here.
There's
Oh,
one right
okay,
there.
so then that'll be the last one there. But yeah, we try to get schools to take ownership over the trees that touch their campus.
Put this mulch over here.
We'll see how it goes. We're working on it. But similarly, like if there was a CTE school, like there's a school on West 83rd, it's a CTE school. They do urban agriculture and they do building planning. Like if they could do a street tree guard design contest or something, you know?
yeah.
But then Gil, you'd be a good advisor for that, right? Because you know all the parameters and the tricks and the tips.
And they're really kind of obnoxious plants to have around, so I'm gonna throw this away as opposed to putting it into the compost. This area over here didn't get a lot of soil amendment whenever we did our initial work in the garden. So it's gonna be happy to get some nice compost.
Yeah, we got it.
It was tree beds last week.
NYBG.
Stay in the garden.
Yeah, you can mostly dump it out and then like spread it around.
Dump it, we can just
Yeah, you can just dump and spread.
hop in there. Oh, hey, cherry tree.
Can I get just like a picture?
Picture of y'all real quick. Everybody get in the shot. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, trees. Great. Thank you so much.
Everything?
Yeah, go ahead and use the rest of that. Don't be stingy. We have 3 more whole containers of composting mulch that our small crew won't get to today. So use it up. Yeah, here, I'll take that. Hold on just a second.
And then I'll just do this so it leaves everything there. I'll go get some more.
Y'all want to, you can either like go to the cherry tree or we can go down by the fig and the stuff on the feet. I'll go unlock it. I'm gonna go unlock the truck to pull. I might need a large trash bag for this. Let's work on, this is a persimmon. Let's get that persimmon tree, the fig. Those are pear and apple. So we have 4, 5, 6 trees. That fig 7. So we have 7 trees like right over here.
Is this what would end up having with the pawpaw tree if you didn't like cut it back with all these different stems?
No, the fig is generally a multi-trunk tree. So this is, we planted it with multiple trunks. We can take any vines or anything that's not supposed to be around here. We can take
These small,
What is it, morning glory?
like this isn't even fig. Yeah, we can take the morning glory off. We can cut some of these smaller things out, just like we did with the pawpaw. And let's leave this ring of stones. This helps keep the suckers down. Let's cultivate around this ring of stones and put mulch all the way around this tree, kind of like a bigger. I'm gonna have to get a trash bag. There's a lot of trash down here.
Oh, okay. I'll bring it to
Yeah? Okay.
I'm gonna start cutting.
Do we need more balls?
Yeah, you can grab some more daffodils if you'd like.
Like these guys might come back?
Yeah, all the little stuff you're gonna end up cutting back. Trash. I think Elizabeth is going to this one.
One day I hope the city starts planting more fruit trees and
Public rights of way. I think it's really important for people
to be able
to understand that food comes from the ground, the plants, and that it's not necessarily only a responsibility. It is a responsibility to take care of them, but it's also an honor and a privilege. And if people saw this, their ability to take care of trees is both a responsibility and an honor and a privilege. We might be able to have more fruit trees growing.
and more people taking care of those trees.
Harvesting the fruit before they fall in the ground and become a trashy nuisance. I hear a lot of complaints about ginkgo in particular being a stinky tree.
Someone mentioned that tomato plants are difficult because they drop so much and then start rotting fruit.
Tomato?
Yeah.
But isn't the point of growing a tomato to have fruit?
I guess if it's not maintained enough.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the process of maintenance. We could have a dense urban fruit-producing canopy. The city couldn't take care of all those fruit trees. But imagine how much less we'd be spending on groceries if we were all harvesting pears and plums and peaches and figs and apricots and all the fruits that we could be growing here in New York City.
And growing our own herbs.
Yes, growing our own herbs. So much could be grown. But it takes so much work, and I feel like a lot of people feel like they shouldn't have to do any work, that everything should just be taken care of. And that concept of entitlement makes it difficult. It's important to come in and clear out the rotten parts. Get a lot of new growth that's coming into the middle where it shouldn't be. I have to do this every once in a while, general maintenance. It's a little early in the season to do it, but sometimes you got to do what you can when you have the time and the volunteers. This is unique because I usually don't get to mess with fruit trees at work because we're working with the street trees. The Parks Department has what I will politely call a regressive policy to not plant fruit-producing trees on the streets or in parks. There's only one park that has food-producing trees that were planted there intentionally.
How could we get the NYC parks to start planting fruit trees?
I don't know. I mean, there's...
And streets instead of,
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know how to get them to do it. I think starting to make a case for it is the first thing to do. Right now, when fruit trees are planted on the street, there's just a bunch of complaints about them being trashy, the fruit falling down and rotting and stinking and attracting rats and birds and falling on people's cars and whatnot. So I think having a cadre of people who are committed and excited about taking care of fruit trees, harvesting fruit trees so the fruit doesn't fall and become a nuisance to our neighbors, that's one of the first steps, and then having that group of people that are excited about it work with the, not work like physically hired by the city, but like advocate for fruit trees to be planted, come up with ways with the Parks Department for them to be taken care of and harvested. Or, you know, maybe that's putting the cart before the horse. Maybe Parks just needs to plant some fruit trees and then people get on board. I don't know. No say. Yeah.
Get out.
Right around here, yes. It looks like someone has made this their little path, and I want to make it not their little path. Oh my gosh, we're going to leave that there. It's a rose of some sort, maybe.